Hey guys, it's Andy, and today we have another beauty tag video. This is the Not Your Basic Booty Guru tag. If you want to know all of my answers to this very long tag video, then stay tuned. This will be the look that we are creating together while we answer these questions. And as always, if you like makeup unboxings with a little bit of horror sprinkled on in, please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here. And let's just go ahead and get on into today's video. Alright, so if I forget to mention anything, everything that I'm wearing will be listed, like I said, in the description box, but I'm going to start with my Uoma Illuminating Face Primer. And like I said, this is the Not Your Basic Booty Guru tag. And this was created by a Gape Love Girl. If I'm mispronouncing that, I sincerely apologize. As you guys know, I suck at pronouncing things. But I saw Dub's Beauty Diary do this. As always, she is my go-to palette tag person. I will leave them and all the questions, all the pertinent information will be listed in the description box. But this has 19 questions, I believe, so I figured this would be a perfect palette tag to do while I do my makeup, because this is a longer one. So yeah, I just thought that would be a good idea. So, the first question is, people tend to think beauty YouTubers are experts, or should be, at doing makeup. Of course, that's not always true. What is one thing that you struggle with doing? And even if you're a pro MUA, I bet there are still things you struggle with, so please share. So for me, I struggle with false lashes. I know how to put them on, and I think my biggest issue is my impatience. I hate having to wait for the lash glue to get tacky. I want to just be able to put the lash glue on them and put them on my eye. I never, either I wait too long or I don't wait long enough. I suck at, I don't have the tiny scissors, so I never cut them down, so then they don't sit on my eye correctly, and it's a whole ordeal. It's a bigger ordeal than it should be. Me and lashes do not get along. And I have 12 pairs of lashes, so that is so fun. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my Shiseido, as I throw my beauty blender, my beauty sponge. It's the Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting in the shade Opal. For question number 2, it says, on that note, are there any makeup techniques that you'd like to improve on or learn how to do? And of course, there's so many things that I would love to learn how to do or improve on. I'm one of those people. I think that we're always learning. There are always new techniques coming out, new ways to do your makeup to make it easier. But I put on here hydro liners. That is something that I would really like to improve on, because I have a bunch. And I feel like every time I use my hydro liners, which are my water-activated, colorful, potted liners, I just feel like they never turn out well. And I don't know. I bought a bunch, and they just don't do what I wanted them to do. Every time I use them, they just don't turn out the way that I wanted. And that's most likely my fault. It's user error, I'm sure. But I don't know. I would love to learn how better to use them, or other ways to use my liners to actually get more use out of them. Because as of right now, they kind of just sit in my collection. And that's no fun. Like, I hate when things just sit. Like, that's awful. My hair. I bleached it this weekend to pull out the purple, which is why it's hot pink and then my roots are blonde. It's not going to stay like this forever, guys, I promise, but we're going to be rocking this for a minute. But it made my hair super... And I also just woke up from a nap, so my hair's like super frizzy and fluffy. But I think that that's going to be good for foundation. One nice layer. For question number 3, and I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Super Stay Concealer in the shade 10, it says, are there any makeup looks, styles, trends, or techniques that you absolutely refuse to do or follow on yourself? I mean, I do have an answer to this question, but like, there's not a lot that I refuse to do. But there'll be looks that, like, I'll try it once, and if I don't like how it looks on my face shape, like, I'm not ever gonna do it again. Because if it does, because not all makeup trends look good on every face shape. So the answer that I put for this was, like, the blush striping over the nose. I just don't like how that looks on me, personally. To give that sunburnt look, I just don't like how it looks. I think it looks cute on a lot of people, but I don't think it looks good on me. So I'm not gonna do it. Again, and that's why everything about makeup, in my opinion, it's all just about preference. Because there's a lot of people that sunburnt look looks amazingly adorable on, but on me it doesn't, because especially like that sunburnt look, I don't get sunburnt here. My sunburn stays directly on my cheeks, so like that, it was just so unnatural looking on me that it wasn't what I wanted. I didn't like how it turned out. It was a no from me. Question number 4? Yeah. Are there any makeup trends or styles that you used to dislike but now love, or vice versa, that you used to love but now you don't care for anymore? Yes. And I feel like this is a pretty universal one. I know a lot of people that feel this way. I used to hate lip gloss with a burning passion. Didn't wear it, wouldn't use it, didn't see the point of it, didn't like how sticky my lips felt, how gloopy they felt. I didn't see the point. Like, I was liquid lipstick, matte lips all the way. But lip glosses have come a long way, and now I have found amazing formulas that feel super nice on the lips. They look super nice on the lips. And now I can't get over lip gloss. I love it so much. They're hydrating, they feel great, they look great. I think another answer for that would be cream products. I used to not see the point, in putting cream, bronzer, blush, highlight on. But now I love it. I think it really adds to my look. So, sorry, that was loud. I'm using my Aesthetica loose powder here in the shade Translucent to set my under eyes real quick. For question number 5 is, are there any makeup or beauty trends that most people hate that you maybe secretly like? There aren't too many beauty trends out there that I enjoy that most people are just like, oh, I hate that, it's awful. But there is one that I see a lot of people don't like that I will forever do. And that's the highlight on the nose. I love highlighting the tip of my button nose because my button nose is one of my favorite features on my face, and I love accentuating that. And I know so many people that are just like, oh, I hate when makeup artists and makeup influencers and people doing their makeup, I just don't see the point of highlighting your nose like that. And I just love doing it because I love accentuating that part of my face. But so many people hate it. They don't see the point, and they get like enraged about the highlight on the nose. But I will forever highlight the tip of my nose. I love it. It is my favorite part of my face. Let's see. Now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Match Stick in the shade Amber. Question 6 is, are there any makeup rules or stereotypes that bother you? The fact that people think that there are makeup rules, that bothers me, because like there aren't rules to makeup. Like, are there things that can make your makeup go on easier, last longer, maybe look a little bit better? Absolutely. But like, I don't like when people, and I feel like this is a big thing on TikTok, I don't like when people are coming on there and, oh, you're doing this wrong. In my opinion, there is no wrong way to do your makeup. Like, if you like how you look, then you're doing your makeup correctly, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. And I just wish more people weren't trying to police makeup. Like, it's creative, it's about having fun and being innovative, and it's not all about being technically correct. So that's my opinion on that. Like, I don't know. I don't like people that are a stickler on, you're doing your makeup wrong. Like, no, I'm doing my makeup how it best suits me and who I am and my face shape, my budget. There's so many things that go into why you're doing the makeup the way you're doing it. And that's the thing. Like, you can give someone advice without being judgy. For blush, I've been using up this Glossier Cloud Paint sample card. I've used up the shade Spark and Dawn. So I have Storm and Eve. And I'm doing a purple look today. So part of me kind of wants to go into Eve, but I'm kind of nervous to use that one. So I think I'm just going to go into Storm, which is that color, which is very pretty. And I've just been blending this out with a sponge. Makes me kind of want to buy one of these cloud paints. I've been really enjoying this sample card. But question number 7 is, what old news makeup product do you still love and use on the regular? Well, I feel like my whole collection is old news makeup because I don't generally buy the brand new super fancy things, but I put ColourPop monochromatic palettes because I feel like ColourPop has really shied away from their monochromatic 9 pans. Like, they do so many different things now, but that's what I started buying from ColourPop for, was their monochromatic 9 pans, and there's still some of my favorite palettes in my collection. Like, when I want to reach into a specific color, those are the palettes that I'm reaching for. So I don't know, I just feel like those OG ColourPop palettes don't get as much love because they're old news, but I still love them very, very much. I think this shade is cute. It's not as intimidating on the face as I thought it was going to be. Question number 8 is, it's possible there may be a specific YouTuber or several YouTubers that inspired you to start a YouTube channel. But let's talk about what, if anything, YouTubers inspired you not to do. which I think this is a super fun question because that's something we probably don't talk about as much, is what not to do if you're thinking about starting a channel. Don't get involved with MLMs. I think we have collectively as a society have learned that if you do, keep it a secret, because MLMs are just not very good. Do your research on companies. Don't get involved with any internet drama. Like, if it's not about you, there's no reason to get involved in it, because obviously it's not about you for a reason. That's just my 2 cents on that. Obviously, some people are more in it for the drama than others, but that's just what I've learned from watching old YouTube. For highlight, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Highlight in the shade Cloud. And I just use my finger for this because I just think it's quicker. Question number 9 is, what beauty content do you love creating the most? Personally, I love these kind of videos. Not necessarily tag videos, even though these are so much fun. I love having actual questions to answer. I feel like it lets you guys know me a little bit better. But, get ready with me's. Tutorials. Like, these are my favorite because, you know, we have to... Any other video you see me and my makeup's done, I had to get ready. And I love being able to get ready with you guys. And if anyone leaves me any pointers or, you know, I really like this product or what have you, I enjoy getting ready with you guys. I think it's so much fun. Question number 10 is there any content you create based on audience requests or interest that you actually don't really like or prefer not to create? And my answer is no. I'm sure that there are people out there that do create content based off what their audience wants, that they don't really enjoy making. But for me personally, that is the last thing that I want to do. If I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, then I'm not going to do it. Like, I love you guys, and I love the relationship that we have created, but at the end of the day, if I'm not enjoying what I'm putting out, then I'm not going to put it out there. Because I'm doing this because this is a beautiful outlet for me. I enjoy what I create, and I'm sharing that with you guys. So no, there isn't any content that I personally put out that I don't enjoy making. So, yeah, that is that. I made a powder mess. Every time I use this powder, I make a powder mess. Question number 11. How often do you film? For me personally, I film 3 to 4 times a week. I try to batch film, so every time I do my makeup, I film 2 to 3 videos. But I try to film... Ideally, I would film every day, Monday through Friday, but I generally take 1 day off or 2 days off during the week for a bajillion other reasons, but yeah, I film 3 to 4 times a week. For bronzer, I'm going in with my Viseart Bronze Noix Bronzer. Question number 12 is, do you have a job outside of YouTube? The answer to that is no. I would love for YouTube to become a job. I know it's going to be a long while before that's something that's even viable for me, but content creating is something I've always wanted to do. So I would love to be able to turn this in to my job. But no, I don't work due to other extenuating circumstances, which I've gone into on my TikTok. So if you want to know more about that story, I could absolutely get into that. We could do like a little story time. So just let me know in the comments if you want to know more about that, because that's not a problem. I don't want this video to be any crazy longer than it needs to be, because it's already going to be a longer video. Question 13. What beauty concept do you enjoy consuming or watching the most? Project pans have, like, consumed me. I love it. I love seeing how people do their projects, watching them update and seeing the progress that people are making. It is so amazing to me. For blush, this is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush in the shade Rose and Play. Like, I love project pans, which is what has inspired me this year to do so many projects myself. Is because I love the project pan community. It's been so wonderful. Next, for like a blushy, I'm going to use it as like a blush topper. I'm going to go into Sangria Sunset. This is my Kilowatt foil. Just a little bit. Question 14. Any non-makeup channels that you love? So if I'm not watching makeup, for me, YouTube is for video games. I love gaming content. When I originally started watching YouTube, that's all I watched. It wasn't even for makeup in the very beginning. It was for video games. I don't subscribe to the same people that I did when I first started watching YouTube, but the people that I still watch now, I'm still a huge Jacksepticeye fan. I love watching his videos. I really love Smitty. He makes such funny content, and his group of friends are just hilarious. Neebs Gaming, I've been watching him for a while now, and their content is absolutely hilarious. And I love video game channels so much. Video games is a huge part of my life outside of makeup. And yeah. I'm not the best video game player. I play a lot of more idle games like Sims, Animal Crossing, stuff like that. But I love watching horror games and RPGs and games that I can't personally play. I love watching other people play. I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Okay. Then I'm going to do brows, which this is the Uoma Brow Styler in the shade 2. The next question, 15, is, are there any misconceptions because of YouTube or Instagram that you wish people knew the truth about or that you hope to change with your channel? I would love for people to know that, like, and I'm sure you do, but, you know, you never know, that we are people. Like, we're people behind the screen. Like, your comments matter, your engagement matters. Like, we are still people. So, And I feel like it happens a lot with bigger channels. You know, people get really big, they get a lot of brand deals, and then it's like they sell out. But that's not something, I'm not doing this for the money, which I know I'm sure everyone says, but I'm just, I want, I'm doing this for me. And if I can make friends along the way, like I've always said, my biggest goal, like I would love to get PR from brands and just be able to make content with the brands that I love. Money is not the thing that I want to come out of this. Sorry, brows. But yeah, your words matter so much. Like I read every single one of your comments, and I try to do my best to respond to every one of your comments, but every one of you, whether you subscribe to me or not, you matter. You are a person. We are people, just like you guys. And yeah, I don't know. I want to bring back more of that old school YouTube of like, I'm just a regular person doing my makeup. Like, I'm not a makeup artist. I mean, I guess you could say I'm a micro influencer because I do review products, but I'm just a person. Just a small little person doing my own thing. And I love that. I love how personal, like, we can get audience to me. Like, we can have that relationship, you and I. And I want to keep that. Whether I have 1,000 subscribers or 10 subscribers, like, I want to take the time to still keep that personal level. Because I hate that. Like, I've had to unfollow or unsubscribe from some of my favorite creators because they get too big and then they just lose who they were and why I subscribed to them in the first place. Alright, that is all for after I do my eyes. So it's that. Let me grab. I put you on top of the palette I'm using because I'm a dummy. The two palettes that I'm going to use my Pan That palette, which this is my Huda Beauty New Nudes. Because I'm going to use it for some of the, like, purpley shades. And then I'm also going to be using my ColourPop High Tide palette. Because I want to do, like, a tealy purple look is what I'm going for. Question number 16 is, have you ever felt unqualified or like a bad YouTuber because you didn't do things just like every other beauty guru? And absolutely. Not because I don't do things correctly, like that's not why I don't feel like a legit YouTuber, but just because like I don't have the funds to go out and buy the brand new products. I don't have the funds to go and place the orders the minute things launch. Like, I can't do that. And so that just, it makes me feel like I'm not doing my part as a YouTuber. And I try to combat that because, like, that's how we get the overconsumption. And it is what it is. Like, I'm just trying to use my collection. I'm gonna go into the shade Play here just to set my lid, because that's my shade that I'm now working on to try and hit pan to set my lid on. And I'm probably not gonna do this whole eye look with you guys, because we only have 3 more questions, but it's fine. Question number 17. If you could collaborate with a brand, which would it be and what would you create? I would love to collaborate with Profusion because they are my favorite drugstore brand. I love them so very, very much. And I would love to create something horror themed because If you are not new to my channel, I love all things horror. If you are new, hi. I love horror, everything. But especially like that Glamlight Chucky collection, like I would love to do another like something like that. That made me so happy to see that collection come out, but yeah, I would love to collab with Profusion and do something spooky. That would be my dream. I would die. Question number 18 is, would you rather collab with a brand or create your own makeup or beauty line? Personally, I would rather collaborate with a brand because they're already an existing brand. They already have a following. Like, the chances of that doing well are so much higher than me creating my own brand. Plus, then I have to take the risk of putting the money in to the product, it not selling well. Like, me creating my own brand, there's so much more risk of it failing than if I collab with a brand. Obviously, if you're collaborating, you're going to technically make less money because you don't make all of the money. You would be sharing the profit with whatever brand you're collaborating with. But I don't care. That, again, money is not the determining factor for me on anything that I'm doing. So I would much rather collaborate with a brand than start my own beauty line. And the last question here, which I'm just going to answer because then I'll come back on at the end after I'm done, is, because it's your average booty guru doesn't do this typically, it's shout out time. Name 3 content creators that you think deserve more followers or recognition, which I will finish up my makeup look. I will come back with it all done, and I will shout out my 3 creators that I think deserve a little bit more recognition, and we will go ahead and end out this video. So I will be right back here. All right, so this is the final look. I ended up, like I said, I used my Huda Beauty New Nudes palette with my ColourPop High Tide palette for all the mattes, and then the shimmers, I used my ColourPop Super Shock in the shade Bay for my outer corner, and my Pretties for Your Face loose lustrous dust in the shade Ghastly is my inner corner. And then I just have my NYX Naughty Noir black lipstick and Queen Cosmetics electric lip gloss on top. So that's the whole look. But we had to get into question number 19, which is shouting out some of the creators that I think deserve some more recognition. Always, I would say Dubs Beauty Diary, because I think she deserves the world. She's who shows me all of these amazing palette tags. Jen Beauty, she does amazing makeup looks. And Lauren Victoria, she does a lot of indie brands and swatches, and I really like her content. Brutally Honest Beauty, Riri, she is an amazing creator. So those are 4 of the people that I think really deserve some extra recognition. Everyone I've mentioned, I will be listing in the description box down below. If you have not checked out their channel, I highly recommend you do, because they are lovely, wonderful, fantastic people, and I appreciate you guys being here with me. If you have any other comments or anything else you'd like to know, leave it in the comments. I will do my best to answer your questions, because this is like the longest tag video I've done. It'll probably be the longest one that I do, because this is the one that's had like the most questions, but it was super fun to do. I love doing these with you guys. Let me know if you enjoy them as well, but as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.